Hello everyone, it is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It is May 28th, 2026. It's around 6 p.m. The high today was 58. It is 50 degrees right now with the low of 48. We're underneath a severe thunderstorm watch. And it is looking crazy out here. Look how much my thing is overflowing. All of them are. It's just been coming down really hard all day today. We've had a couple spots where it lightened up, but it's mostly just really coming down. Wow, they're all overflowing. I mean, I don't know how much the plants like this. I'm sure they enjoy a lot of the rain. But, I mean, I covered the blueberries because they were looking pretty strapped up, just stressed out, and really tense. But pretty much everything else is looking pretty good, considering. I mean, it's a lot of water. An absolute lot, a lot of water. So, probably going to make this a really short one. I did manage to plant a few things up front. I'm gonna do some California poppies, Shasta daisies, echinaceas, alyssium, and maybe a couple zinnias and some sunflowers where I had been weeding out front. But pretty much, I'm going to keep it as simple as I can out there. I just want to give my aunt something that she can water and stand there and enjoy. And those are all easy. Zinnias would be the hardest because any bit of cold snap and they're like, you know. But look at these onions. Like, they're already popping, and I'm wondering if those aren't onions over there, because this bed was just full of onions, and there's been so many seeds and stuff that have dropped in there that it may have spread over into the onion side. I didn't even consider that, but I planted onions elsewhere just in case, and I plan to, you know, hopefully get babies from them. And I want this half of the bed to be, not onions, garlic. I want this half to be garlic. So I'll just trim up this side, and I don't know. We'll have to see how after they grow, but really happy at seeing all the greenery pop up. The radishes, the strawberries are just like monsters. Look at these. And these are the Driscoll strawberries. Okay, so 2 winters ago, my granddaughter is such a priss when it comes to strawberries. She would bite the end off but not eat the rest of it. So I would make her waddle out here in the snow. And these were 2 empty buckets that just had dirt in it, and I would make her dump the strawberries that she wouldn't eat, and they were Driscoll ones. And she would just bite the end off, and then she didn't want to eat the rest of it. So I made her dump them in here. It snowed, and it was in the snow when she did it. And I would keep making her do it every time her parents or I would buy a container of strawberries. She would go and nip off the whole ends, and then we would make her go out and dump them out in here. And then these threw out these arms everywhere, which ended up all around my sidewalks. And I think there's an arm. Oh, I thought there was one coming. Oh yeah, it's out this side. And that's what it would do, is it would just throw arms out, and it covered my sidewalks, and I was able to give away over 150 starts to everybody. And I mean, I'm gonna dump my umbrella over. It's such a fun thing to be able to do, to be able to give people strawberry starts, especially when you know that they will take and that they are. And now, okay, so my strawberries are a lot smaller than the Driscoll strawberries. They're mostly wild, which my guess is that because they were hybrid or they were pumped full of something, which made them really large. But when you grow the seeds from them, they are fairly small. And these right here are from the first year of the starts that I dug out and put in there. But the ones that are in the actual, that covered flower bed, those I actually bought three. I had 3 strawberries, and they just kept having babies, and I kept bending the arm back in, and I've done that consistently for the last 5 years. So, but all the strawberries they all taste exactly the same, and those I actually bought. I think it was like $3.99, and you got like a little start of a strawberry, and I bought like 6 to 8 of them, but only 3 survived. And then I just kept nurturing those, and I took the berries from those. I did eat a few of them, but I kept a lot of the berries, and I just squished them and spread them back out in the dirt until I got it filled up. And then these ones are, of course, from the Driscoll, which I think the leaves are a little bit bigger comparatively, but I can't really say, because they literally all taste the same. This year I'll have a lot of strawberries if the birds don't beat me to it. And then those are my radishes that are just like kicking. And then I did like a little scratch test on the peach tree, and there is green, so the peach tree is alive. So there's that good news. And I mean, this is just getting drenched to the point where the leaves are just bending down. I'm going to have to come along and clip some up, I think. Not like today. And then the cabinet back there against the wall, the tall cabinet, it had fallen over. And I was out here in the rain picking up all of the pots and stuff that had fallen out of it. And then now I have everything just like piled up against it, hoping that it will not fall over again. And then look at how much water has gotten in there. Like, that's crazy. And which is kind of cool, I guess, because now I can just fish rainwater out of here and feed my plants. I didn't get a chance to fix that yet. I mean, we're underneath a severe thunderstorm. Thunder has been crazy loud, and then the lightning's been like pink. And then yesterday, on yesterday's video, I was talking about how there was a fire at mile marker 41. And when I was doing the video, which was 45 minutes later, after my friend who was driving home from work saw lightning hit a tree and catch on fire and knock down a electrical pole, and then 45 minutes later was when the fire truck finally got there. That was crazy. And she was the one that called 911 because she witnessed it. And then 45 minutes, I was over at her house just before she'd gotten off work, chatted with her. She told me about it. I came home and then proceeded to, mess around the house a little bit. And then I came out here to do the video. And what's interesting is it pops up on my video. And when I was telling my friend that it was going to be on this video, she was like, that was 45 minutes after you left. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Anyhow, so it's 10 minutes. So peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, month, second, year. You know the schmill. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. Stay safe from the weather. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I just don't know what my picture should be of, because, you know, it's so wet out here. Anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.